Guys, did you know that 20% of the world doesn't have superpowers? Do you know that Deku doesn't have any superpowers?
Do you know that Deku is quirkless?
Did you happen to understand that Deku does not have any fucking powers? Do you know that you're currently rooting for, like, Cyrus Truesdale with, like, a little bit more plot armor? Like,
Zach,
I'm sorry, am I saying wrong things?
No,
Like,
no, you're not, but say them farther away from the mic.
So, you're wrong.
But I love it.
All right.
Too much Eminem syndrome, excuse me.
You gotta be, like, all up in the mic.
You're literally...
Some days it just be that way.
You sound like a McDonald's drive-thru.
Sweet love to the microphone.
McDonald's gonna take it right.
Yeah, you're like...
Can I please get a number 3? Can I get a number 3?
With cheese. What do you want?
No, not with cheese. I just want fries.
Do you want chicken nuggets with that?
No, I don't want chicken nuggets.
It's like a chicken nuggets with cheese.
Oh, wait, how much is this gonna cost?
Turn around to the second window, please.
Is your ice cream machine broken?
Ice cream machine's broken.
Can I get a McFlurry?
Sorry, ice cream machine.
Can I get a McFlurry? That's not ice cream.
Ice cream machine, bro. Go fuck yourself.
Do you guys still have the coffee that's 300 degrees? Can I, like, sue you guys? Is that cool?
One McCafe black, thank you. Drive through, please. Got there in the second window.
My kids are in the back. Can I just get one coffee, black, no sugar?
One black coffee. Turn around, please.
Yeah, thanks. Class
Turn around.
Turn around and fucking leave, please.
I'm sorry, I'm driving a school bus. Class 1A won't shut the fuck up.
Please go past the second window and out the parking lot, please.
I realized that if I had an intro, I want everyone to know that if I had to introduce this podcast, it would literally be, hi, my name is like Aizawa, and I went to McDonald's with the whole class 1A and only got a black coffee. Thank you.
One black coffee.
One black coffee.
One black coffee.
They're like my favorite podcast to listen to.
Get a sound check.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're laughing all over this thing.
Dude, I love them.
Here we go! It's the Tryforce.
So, as you guys know, I've been spending most of my life studying what it means to be a hero. I've been loving comic books and superheroes for most of my life. And so when a little anime by the name of My Hero Academia crossed my desk, I was like, I'm initially a little, on the fence. I watch a few episodes, I watch a full season, I'm in, right? But the thing here is, I don't know if they've made it clear at any point to you guys, but only 80% of that world has superpowers. Is anybody unclear on that? Is anybody not up to speed on that?
No, I'm really hoping they'll tell me every 12 episodes.
Yeah.
And then when you get to season 4, I'm really hoping they tell me every episode.
Yeah, when you're watching
because I'll
anime,
forget.
Sometimes you just utterly forget the entire plot, midway through binging it.
Dude, I remember, I binged that entire anime, and I remember going from episode 34 to 35, and I completely forgot the plot. I was like, who are these people?
Oh, totally, yeah.
Who is this? Deku is quirkless? I had no idea.
Right.
I was lost.
Thank God anime companies are right, okay, here you go, you simple-minded bitch. Here we go right again with introducing you the entire plot once again.
In the first 20 seconds of episode 47, here you go.
Which is the entire point of, I think, honestly, I think that is valid because that's what comic books are. I think it's it always has the next episode. There's always something else to be said, and it's hey, if you haven't been on if you're not down with the times, here's what going. This guy, he can climb walls like a spider. Isn't that shit fucking crazy?
Oh my god! How about me on volume 139 of Spider-Man? Who the fuck is Spider-Man?
I've never heard of Peter Parker.
I don't know who the fuck any of these characters are.
Right.
Me watching My Hero. Who the fuck is this?
Yeah, so if it wasn't obvious, we're talking about My Hero Academia.
Yes.
What? No idea.
Yeah, we're talking about Spider-Man, actually.
Or Boku no Hero Academia.
Boku no Hero.
Boku no Hero Academia.
Correct.
Yeah.
So if you guys are, unfamiliar, we also have, some heroes in the building tonight.
We do.
Obviously, all three of us are, we're the Tryforce. We are, pro heroes at this point, but we have some other friends with us.
We have our hero apprentices
to deride the. No, they're. I think they're heroes in their own right.
They're also pro heroes, but they're just not part of our agency.
We're here to do a Justice League situation and talk about My Hero Academia. So why don't we get started?
Okay. Well, I was just gonna say I have my hero partner here because this is the person I would be fighting crime with, and my fiance is here.
Yeah.
I don't ever know what to say. Just say hi.
What's your name?
Your name and occupation.
Hello.
Your name and occupation.
What's your quirk?
What is your quirk? I would have
So get started on that. Yeah.
Oh, we could do that later, though, if you want.
Yeah, that would be fun. Let's do that
about it,
later.
and mine would be something stupid like attracting cats.
Attracting
Really fucking dumb.
cats.
Like just stray cats following me.
Yeah, hero named Pussy Magnet.
That's just me in real life.
I love that. Imagine standing up in class and just writing that on the whiteboard.
Yeah,
would.
let's,
Midnight would
let's hear the
100%.
let's hear the alter ego of Pussy Magnet.
I'm fucking crying.
I feel like Midnight would definitely approve of this.
Yeah.
Listen, my guy, I would be Lord Explosion Murder anything.
Lord Explosion Murder.
But let's introduce the other guest we have.
Hi, I'm Nicole, and
My hero partner.
I feel like, are we going over powers? Because we're talking
I
about
think
them.
I think we'll save that.
Yeah, we save that for
That's
the
a
end.
juicy
but we
little
should
tidbit
go.
for the
Am I
audience.
supposed to
Yeah.
say my fucking name?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, that was the idea the first time around, but you know, I mean,
Well, everyone
No,
knows.
she did. It's Pussy Magnet.
we are so pleased to have Pussy Magnet on us with the podcast today.
Can you imagine how...
Everyone knows who my fiance is at this
Can you
point.
believe how hard she used to book?
Yeah, I initially sent it to the wrong email. They were S's and not dollar signs. You know, I don't know what else to do.
I got signed up for a subscription of some
Yeah,
sort.
it was a
I don't
different-
know,
yeah.
what was happening.
It's an interesting response. But who do we have here?
Good articles, though.
Fucking lost. Oh my god.
Great articles learned.
Oh, man. So we're talking Boku no Hero Academia. We're talking about how cool it is as a series. I believe we're only going to go through season 1 right now.
Yes, I'll go through the nerd archives.
Yeah, so we're going to do it the same way we've been doing it. Talk about it episode by episode. Now, all 5 of us actually have
There's 5 of us
extensively.
here, yeah.
Damn, that's going to take some getting used to.
Is that the most people
This
per
is the most people
Tryforce
we've
podcast?
had.
This
Yes.
is- yeah.
This is it. So,
Crazy.
this is the Quintet Force.
Oh,
Yay, there it is.
You've been doing something recently.
Yes, I have.
Oh.
I've been dueling, and I busted out Quintet Magician and got it shit pushed in immediately.
I am removing Colton
So,
from this call.
Please remove me from play. Thank you.
Okay.
You've just been sent to the fucking ban.
Shadow
Send
Realm.
the Shadow
Fucking
Realm.
ban pile. Get out of here.
GY now.
I have
I'm
to
GY.
say, so while Zach's pulling up the stuff for season
Got it.
1,
Yeah.
I got into this anime solely because you two kept being like, you're Todoroki, you have to watch this, you're Shoto
yeah.
Todoroki. And then I watched it, right? And I was like, wow, call me out for childhood fucking trauma, fucking assholes.
It's true.
Because, like, me too, Shoto. I also got some childhood trauma and I'm not doing okay. But then how dare all of you and a bunch of my other friends were like, no, yeah, I can see you being Todoroki. And no one thought to tell me about Katsuki Bakugo's mom?
Yeah.
I was shook. I'm watching and I go, wait a minute, that's me. And now I've taken on the persona of Denki Kaminari because I am a loud blonde currently.
Yeah, 100%.
But, like, I literally was like, wow, fucking called out by my own friends because I too have childhood trauma and a parent who wanted to live vicariously through me and have me be amazing, and I turned out to be a gay disaster.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
So if anyone needs me, I'm gonna go get my mom to pour boiling hot water on my face and I'll become a superhero.
Please do anything other than that.
Oh my god.
My
Did you
mom
see-
already hates me, bro. Like, I don't know what to say.
Did you see the death battle that they released on YouTube? It's Todoroki versus Prince Zuko. I thought that was hilarious.
It's like the
my-
dueling sides of Rayne's personality.
It's honestly fucking true. Dude, my personality is the mix of fucking Todoroki and Kaminari. If you just put those two together, you somehow
What a
end up with
Yeah,
me.
wait.
combo.
That's kind of like a soft open here. Why don't we go for
So
what
essentially-
combination of two Boku no Hero characters are you to get us started off here? I think
Before we lose that point, so you're essentially just the legendary birds from Pokemon in one.
Yeah,
So-
I'm Lugia. There it is. I became Lugia. You just shove them all together. But no,
Love
really,
that.
I just am Todoroki and Kaminari, mix them together, and you get this fucking gay-ass disaster with trauma.
Do you know, I was thinking about that the other day, by the way, what hero combos I'd be.
Yeah.
I am the entire Fat Gum agency.
The whole Fat Gum agency.
See, I have Tomoki's fucking anxiety, so I relate. Me too, buddy.
Like, I feel anxiety like Sun Eater, believe it or not. I power through it like Kirishima, and I am just Fat Gum.
It's manly to talk about your feelings.
It's manly to talk about your
Kirishima would tell you
It's
that.
manly.
It's
to kiss the
manly.
homies,
It's
yeah.
very manly.
You want to talk about your feelings right now?
I do. I love to talk about my feelings.
I want to talk about Midoriya. I know Todoroki.
I have feelings on Midoriya, and I'll talk about them. That's exactly why we're here. But Fat Gum deserves more love. He is such a fucking great hero. And he's just, you know what? Oh my god. Can you imagine if Fat Gum got all for one? Or one for all? How crazy.
Can we
would
just
that be?
imagine Fat Gum?
Can we just
think about him?
Just think about it.
I'm thinking about him.
Please just think
Take
about him.
3 moments of silence for
A
Fat
moment
Gum.
of silence for my boy. Perfect.
Nice.
Zach,
He's
what
not,
is your
he's not dead. I just wanted you to think about him.
I just want you to think about it.
I'm posting this in memory of Fat Gum. He's not dead. I just know we should
I just like to think about him.
Kirishima, just like my friendship ended with Bakugo Katsuki. My new best friend is Fat Gum.
Delicious. I want to hear Zach's combo.
Well, I mean, I think you guys know one, but like, I think I'm like gonna be super regular and lame with this, but I'm gonna say I really do love characters that can have a powered and depowered form. Love that. Love one of that. My favorite trope. So I'm gonna say I'm a combination of All Might and the most underrated character in Boku no Hero being Rikido Sato, aka the Sugar Man, baby.
Fucking love that man.
Yeah, boy.
That boy who deserves way more love.
Delicious. Love him. 10 out of 10.
I'm curious as to Angela's and Nicole's more than anyone else, really. Yeah.
I think if you took Mina's personality
Okay.
and spliced it with Tamaki's and like anxiety, that would be me.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty down. That's pretty down the middle. Yeah.
For sure.
I wouldn't say Mina. I was gonna say Nijiri. Is that her name?
Oh.
The girl with the blue hair.
Oh, the big
Yeah.
And Tamaki. If you mix them together, that is actually my wife. Because like I'm very anxious, but she will definitely turn around and go, "Oh no, we're gonna talk about you right now and how great you are." And that's like literally my wife.
Very wholesome.
So, Todoroki, would you say that I'm their love child?
Are you their secret love child?
Oh my god.
Zach, are you All Might's secret love child?
Listen, we're gonna. I don't want to answer any questions without a lawyer present. But like,
Todoroki, yes. Get me my whiteboard and the red strings.
And the red strings.
Midoriya.
Oh man.
all of a sudden, the Tryforce fanfic writer's going insane after this short
I
sequence.
don't need sleep. I need answers.
but I need Nicole's combo.
I do
Oh
definitely.
my god. For a combo, I would probably say I know Deku. Because I'm just like, I get really like nervous when people are complimenting me, and also I take a lot of notes, especially in school. I was always the go-to person, but like I'm not afraid to step up when someone's being mean to me. And maybe like Froggy.
Frothy, yes. I see it.
Best girl Frothy?
Best girl,
Very
Sue
good.
Asui, yeah.
Because everyone's just like, oh, Nicole, what's going on?
Outrageously competent, yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess, I don't know.
Really good.
No, I see it. I love the green. I love the
she
theme of green you've got going on there for your combo.
You know, she's really the Piccolo of this series. Like, she's just super underrated.
So
and,
confident.
Oh my
and
god,
just-
is Nicole Piccolo?
Yeah, Nicole's
Get
just
on my
tiny,
whiteboard!
tiny Piccolo.
Plot twist, I'm an alien.
What did I say? in the
We
comment?
were literally discussing this on the way over here.
There we go.
So
Okay.
shall we
Y'all
crack
ready?
into episode 1? shall
Let's
we?
get it!
Okay, wonderful. So let me transport you to a world where 80% of the population has superpowers. 80%. Is everybody cool with that?
80%?
80%. 20%. 20%. 20.
Sorry, repeat that again.
80% to 20%? You know, 80 plus 20 being 100%. You know.
100%?
On Navel.
20% don't have superpowers.
Yes.
80% have superpowers.
One for all, 100% full
No,
talent?
I know it might be confusing. 80% of the world have superpowers.
80%.
80%.
Oh, okay.
20% do not have superpowers.
Okay, so
All right, I
20%
think-
do not have
20% are
superpowers.
normie losers that do not have superpowers.
80% have superpowers.
I understand.
So
I'll forget that in 12 seconds.
in a world where 80% of the world has superpowers. It doesn't actually say that.
I was so ready to just disconnect myself and be gone.
Hang up the Discord call and
Out.
get
I'm
out of the...
fucking gone.
So episode 1 is titled Izuku Midoriya Origin.
Omelet.
In a world where most of the population, meaning like around like roughly like I would say like 80% of the population
80%?
Quite possible.
So that means
is gifted with
20%
superpowers, special powers known as quirks. Izuku Midoriya is a young boy who always dreamed of becoming a hero despite not having a quirk himself. You know, guys, it's interesting because we find the protagonist in the 20% of the population that does not have
I'll be happy if anybody gets...
valid.
You know what? I'll be happy if anybody gets 80% of the way through this podcast.
Only 20% people are going to listen to the whole thing.
I'm in the 80% who's already dropped out. And I'm in the podcast.
All right.
God.
So, despite not having a quirk himself, until one day he is attacked by a villain made of sludge and is rescued by none other than All Might, the most famous hero in the world and his idol since childhood. So that's the first thing. I mean, Izuku/Deku is the main character. He doesn't have any powers, and he worships pretty much the Superman of his world, All Might, who is the symbol of peace. He's the greatest hero. He's a huge nerd for him. And he gets told at a very young age he will never have powers. He doesn't have powers. He's in the like the minority of the population.
Yeah, about 20%.
About like 20% that doesn't have superpowers.
As opposed to the 80% of people who have superpowers.
Superpowers.
As opposed to the 80%. Yeah.
I gotta say, first of all, I don't even like All Might that much. I'm gonna like come out and immediately say it, but I don't like All Might for personal reasons.
I understand. I understand why.
And maybe it's because he's, like, I don't know,
A child abuser. Yeah.
I have many problems, but like, imagine this, right? Imagine being like quirkless, seeing a goddamn sludge monster thing, which was way too spicy.
It was a little bit spicy. Like, it was a little bit horny on Maine.
It was
not
very
gonna lie.
horny on Maine.
At least they started you off, knowing where this series can go.
Well, like, yeah.
You know what I mean?
At least we know. But like,
It was a little tentacle-esque.
Definitely.
They primed you for it
the
immediately.
animators definitely have done some other things in their time, I'm sure.
Justice for Bubble Girl, yeah.
Yeah, really.
Wait, what happened to Bubble Girl?
Don't worry about it.
Just watch the newest season.
I did.
Yeah, okay, then you saw it, and you'll think about it. It'll come to you.
It'll come to
I'm
you.
sure. But like,
Let's go with the hashtag tickle chair.
oh my god, yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, that's
But we're
what
not
happened
talking
to
about the
Bubble
new.
Girl.
But we're not talking about
Got it.
season 4. We're talking about
Tweet
season 1.
the scene from YouTube to Colton Murray at
Oh no!
Easy Special
don't
on
even worry
Twitter.
about it. Don't even worry about it. I know exactly what you're talking
Do
about.
it anyway.
He's got it saved. Okay.
But
Now. Yeah.
So
Love that. Let me just clear my bookmarks.
So yeah, he gets saved from this like sludge villain that All Might traps in a soda bottle, and that becomes incredibly important for the next episode. Actually,
So he's so in that bottle he's called the Mountain Dude, right?
yeah,
he's in 2 bottles, isn't he? Like, he's in like 2 fucking bottles.
I wish you did less of the things that you do.
Say less.
And no, say less in like the literal sense.
Yeah, like, stop talking.
Do you know what like Connor from our stream actually said to me the other day?
Was it stop talking?
He sang to me the Aaron Burr song from Hamilton, and specifically the line that says "Smile more, talk less."
Yeah.
And he's like, if
I'm
I
gonna
could dedicate
put
a
that-
song to you.
I'll put that on a shirt for you.
So
Episode 2.
Episode 2, quote, "What it takes to be a hero." So, the original Japan air date is in 2016, whereas the U.S. air date is in 2018. So this is relatively new. Izuku discovers All Might's true form is that of a frail, emaciated man who suffered a massive injury years ago. So this big, bad, super muscled and ripped dude is actually kind of like has like a Shazam depowered form.
I mean,
It's like a
same.
Jet Set Radio character.
Yeah. All Might tells Izuku that he should give up on being a hero and focus on a more realistic dream, considering that he does not have a quirk. Disheartened, Izuku makes his way home only to see his classmate and bully, Katsuki Bakugo, who
Love
is
him.
worst boy.
Whoa, we're gonna fight.
Okay, that's fine.
Meet me out back.
All right, cool.
I just want to talk.
His name makes me physically.
I think
ill.
that Bakugo should also smile more and talk less.
I think the Botsky Kakugo.
Never say that again.
Batsuki Kakugo?
I want to die.
Midzuku Izuroki.
I think that Katsuki Bakugo needs to be thrown out in the trash because he is trash.
Wow,
And,
please don't talk about my son like that.
I will. Your son is garbage.
He hits
The
me.
way my heart broke, because while he should shut up, I still love him.
He hits me with big Chaz Princeton.
Yes, he is the Chaz Princeton of this fucking show, except he doesn't get better.
Okay.
Whoa.
However, is Katsuki Bakugo, who I'll tell you in episode 1 tells Midoriya to kill himself because he doesn't have a power.
Well, you know.
Is attacked by the same sludge villain that All Might captured. So the thing is, All Might saves Deku, and then Deku, since he's such a fucking fanboy, he hangs on to All Might when he jumps like thousands of feet in the air, and he's like, "Oh shit, I have to land at a roof to not kill this child." And in the process, the soda bottle that contained the sludge villain fell out of his pocket.
So the entirety of this was Midoriya's fault.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is also an important scene. So he gets hit by the same sludge villain that All Might captured. So with no heroes around able to fight the villain, as All Might explains, he can only be in his muscle form for so long, Izuku, without any thought given to his safety, rushes in to try to save Bakugo. So this is important for the whole rest of the series, and it's a really dumb idea. It's not good.
Well, like, I gotta be real. Like, okay, listen, my man Midoriya, I don't care too much for him as a main character, but I do think that he really sat there and went, you know what? I still think that Kachan is my friend, despite the fact that he told me to literally throw myself off a building.
Kill myself, yeah.
And still went out and was like, okay, I'll save him with no quirk, and if I die, I die, because you know what? He doesn't deserve to die, which is honestly fucking
Debatable.
good on you, Midoriya, to be the bigger person, because later on you a bitch and you won't be the bigger person. You'll just be like, hey, fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Angela, go for it.
Angela,
I just want to throw out there that for the entirety of this season, and probably all of them afterwards, Bakugo and Midoriya just sound straight up like a toxic married couple.
Yeah.
Like
they are.
every
Yeah.
single interaction they have,
This is why we never have a normal conversation.
they straight up sound like a toxic married couple.
It's incredible that people like Bakugo, because honestly, he's just the worst. And also, I mean, I get with this scene that we're talking about, I know it was a really stupid way to continue the series, because they didn't really stick with that aspect. You know what I mean? They didn't really stick with that kind of blind confidence that Midoriya had. Not even confidence, just like
But
he's
they did kind of stick with it, not with the confidence, but he still will jump in and save literally anybody at any point.
Yeah.
And I think that's the point that they were making, because to be a hero, sure, if you think that you can't do anything about it and you still jump in to try, that's the point they were making. And Deku does that every fucking time.
Yeah.
Right.
Kid broke both of his arms in a later episode and still was like, we gotta go save Kachan, let's fucking go.
Yeah, I guess that's true, but at the same time, I feel like they can't just introduce a character like Deku and just make I don't know. I have a point about that later, because we can't really talk about season 3 characters.
But Nicole had a point.
Go
Nicole
for
had her
it,
hand
please.
up.
I feel like for Deku, it's on a hero stance, it's he is trying. It's showing that part, but it's he's stepping up, even though he doesn't have the ability to. He's trying his very best, and that's all we can ask of him.
Y'all know it's manly to save your best friend.
It is manly to save your best friend and person who told you to kill yourself.
Quote unquote. Best friend.
Hey, listen, man, if Katsuki Bakugo told me to jump off a building, I would drag him up there and we'd jump together, and he'd be mad, and I'd be like, well, save us then, dickwad.
So there's a little context that we have to fill in between episodes. So seeing Izuku rush in to save Bakugo, who is his bully, this guy he really shouldn't want to save, but is saving just because he's a good dude and has that hero's instinct. All Might powers back up into his muscle form because he's really lacking for a son figure in his life, and he's really projecting super hard. And
Secret love child.
all I'm saying is the truth. And so he rushes in and he beats, with the help of some other heroes, including my man Death Arms, which is the dumbest name for a superhero I've ever heard.
But he brings exactly what you think he would.
Just the deathly arms.
Just gigantic fucking dump truck arms.
Yeah,
Let him live.
Mount Lady, who's a favorite pro hero
Fucking
of mine.
love Mount Lady.
Who's the
I can't
gigantism
fit.
fetish
There's
of a
only a
person?
one
Hey,
lane.
man, listen. Okay, let's back off. Okay.
Zach's like, don't even fucking
I've been
look at my
Don't at
history.
him like
I've been
this.
6'1"
on
my
live.
whole life. I've never dated a woman taller than me. If I could have an Iron Giant
I can't
GF,
believe
yeah,
like,
I'm
you
down.
really like added him on live like this.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
can't
at
believe
you
you
on
did this
live,
like
but
this.
like I get that, but at the same time, if like you're up to her ankles,
She
you know,
can get
Listen, man,
small, but
this
she
is-
can get small.
Listen, man, I might be small, but I have a big personality. Anyway, so
Zach has a big heart. You know what I mean? A lot of love.
Kamui Woods, who is a great hero, he can make he can make trees with his hands.
he's a tree ninja. It's so cool.
So the villain is defeated ultimately, and that brings
That
us
bitch.
to episode 3, aka Roaring Muscles. All Might tells Izuku on his way home of his quirk, One for All, a sacred torch that transfers its strength from person to person. So it's like an inherited quirk that passes down from hero to hero and increases your strength pretty much. It's like a buff.
It's a yes buff.
Yeah,
it
it's like
buffs
I'm going to be
everything.
powerful as hell for no reason.
Yeah.
All Might believes Izuku is worthy of his quirk, and bestowing it to him right away would ruin his untrained body. All Might then designs a 10-month training regimen to ensure that Izuku can become a vessel that could carry his quirk. And
Yeah, well, you got to make sure the mitochondria really is the powerhouse, don't you?
it's the mighty house of the cell, please. Thank you very much.
I got some issues.
Say
with All
them.
Might's choice. Like, I don't know, man. You find out later that All Might was going to give it to, like, somebody else. He was going to go meet this
Several.
other, like, you know, other people and, like, see. Because, you know, all these other people had fucking quirks and have been training and, like, living their lives to become heroes.
One of these people I was talking
like-
about earlier.
But, like, what I have to say here, right, is like, so imagine you have to give off your power because, like, you're fucking dying, and you pick this fucking child who has never worked out a day in his fucking life, and then
No.
go, well, I'll give you this 10-month regimen, and then, like, halfway through that regimen, he's, like, fucking dying, and he's like, you're overworking yourself. Give it to someone else, my dude.
What it like? It kind of. I know it's silly, but what if he did like a game show?
Go on.
Like Hollywood Squares to fucking pick who gets it.
It's just like who
No,
gets
Wipeout.
the power?
The might is
Oh my
right.
God, Wipeout.
Might is right.
The
There we
might
go.
Wipeout.
right.
It as Wipeout immediately.
I mean, it's a great way to display their powers and like,
Yeah, like, that's, like, I get you. That's what I'm saying. Like, he literally just went, oh, you showed bravery, but, like,
that's only one kid.
Yeah,
you should
like-
have a game show which attaches
I
to
know.
a questionnaire and then the wipeout section.
There's
yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna need, like, references, your portfolio, your resume.
He has more bullshit like justifications as the series goes on.
Oh my god,
But
every time.
the initial thing that was meant to believe is that because Midoriya has this hero's instinct of rushing in and helping people, which is so dumb.
Yeah, it really is not.
So he makes him clear trash off of the beach for 10 months
Now,
in
keep
order
in
to
mind,
get him
like-
absolutely yoked.
Dude, he gets ripped. I was shook. You have to see. I'm like, this kid has a fucking baby face, but he takes his shirt off, and this boy is packing. And I'm like, All Might, you want to come to my house and give me a regimen?
You could grind meat on his abs.
Yeah. And like that's all I'm trying to be. Like that's all. I was like, is there any horrifically polluted beaches anywhere that anybody can
You
point
live
me
in
to?
New York.
All of
That's
them.
fair. I'll just go to like any of them,
Yes.
and you know, like that's hilarious. So then he's like, okay, you're like ripped enough to carry it. Here's a piece of my hair.
Wait,
Eat it.
What you have to wait. What we need to say before he gives him the hair, he has like 2 hours before the entrance exam for UA.
Yeah.
2 hours.
It's like 3 in the morning.
He is like, listen, my guy, I'm going to give you my hair and you're going to eat it and you're going to get my power, but also I have never trained you on how to use it. You don't know how to use it, and you have your entrance exam to get into the hero school in 2 hours. Good luck. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's That's absolutely absurd. I actually have something about the entrance exam. That's next episode, so
yes,
about that.
it is.
So yeah, that's ridiculous. I think All Might was just trying to see if he could figure it out. I mean, that's really the only justification I have. You know what I mean? Because what if All Might just tried and then it just completely flopped? Then what?
All Might's always trying.
LMAO, bye, bitch.
Like, what do? You just rip out Deku's hair and be like, eat this.
Well, he still has the power, right? Like,
like once he passes it, he relinquishes the ability to pass it.
Then yeah, rip out Deku's fucking hair and be like passing it on. Hey, Bakugo, eat this. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, if All Might didn't have a plan B, that's on All Might. That's not on like Deku. That's on All Might.
Plan B was eat Deku. That's what Plan B was.
He takes Deku's hair, eats it. He gets the power back, and then he
Silence of the Lambs up in this.
Why does All Might, the largest friend, simply not eat the others?
These are the questions.
Okay.
Give me the next episode.
So episode 4, start line. After receiving All Might's quirk, it is time for Izuku to attend the examinations for the prestigious UA High School.
UA.
Yeah, so that's the kind of the Professor Xavier's school for gifted youngsters of this.
It really is.
And UA is the hero school. During the practical exam, Izuku gets himself in a pinch. So the practical exam was, they were kind of released, all the hero kids were released into
different like sectors that
like
were
a
like
city,
made, like little cityscapes.
and there were robots that what was that?
Mock City.
Mock City, yeah, and they had to defeat robots that were worth a certain amount of points. And there was one that was worth 1, 2, and 3, and then there was a big single one that was worth 0 points that you were supposed to avoid. So Midoriya sucks. I just thought I'd get that out of the way.
Yeah, no, listen, my guy, he does not know how to use this quirk. He is like, what the fuck? I'm just here. I'm going to get no points. He is freaking the fuck out, which is relatable because me the fuck too, man. And then he destroys the 0 point.
Are those your cats?
That's my cat. I'm so sorry if that comes up on mic. She is very hyper. This is hyper cat hours. So sorry if that comes up.
So
That's the cat?
That's my cat. Yeah, that's our cat.
Not! Shut up!
So
Yeah. To get back to what I was saying, he destroys the 0 point fucking robot.
yeah.
Because I think like it was gonna like hurt Ochaku or something.
Yeah, so it was, he sucks, so everyone was destroying all the other robots before he was. Well, first of all,
get good.
First of all, these rules were explained by none other than the best faculty member at UA High School.
Presentation Michael.
Present Mike himself, aka Presentation Michael.
Dude, I gotta say, I'm taking 20 seconds to say this. He is my favorite teacher.
Yeah?
He's a good
I
man.
don't care what anyone else has to say. He's barely in the anime. But he is my favorite. I love him, and I hope nothing bad happens
He's
to him. He
10
deserves
out of
all
10.
good things.
10 out of 10, good man.
Good English teacher.
In this house, we love and appreciate Presentation Michael. Thank you.
We stand Presentation Michael
Yeah,
in this
he's
house.
got a very typical kind of Banshee-like quirk. His voice is very loud and it hurts people. So
Not only that, but he has like this cool piece of equipment around his neck that's literally just like a giant speaker. I don't know.
Honestly, how I feel whenever Colton's like around.
I mean,
Colton radiates Present Mike energy.
Presentation Michael.
Rayne, you and I are literally Izawa and Present Mike. That's it.
Yeah, I also want to sleep.
You always want to
And
sleep.
then I just crash into your home and start screaming wildly.
Right. So, on the way in, Deku trips because he's worrying too much about his exam. And
Fucking mood.
Ochaku Uraraka saves him from falling with her gravity quirk. So, you've introduced the wholesome love interest character in all shonen anime where you're supposed to root for them. You're not saying anything, Angela. I can tell that you want to
brown
comment
eyes.
really hard. Say it right now.
The way the forced heteronormativity in shonen absolutely kills me. The way I hate it. I don't like it. I'm not here for it. And also, Ochako is a queen and deserves better. Thank you.
Agreed.
Yeah.
She's definitely gay for fucking Froppy anyway. So
They're dating. They're definitely dating, but I can't.
Yeah. So what happens is, in order to kind of return the favor, I guess, when he's in the practical exam, she is about to be targeted by the 0-point robot, and he uses his quirk to jump really high in the air and punch it really hard in the face, in the process breaking both of his legs and the arm he used to punch.
do you really need body parts?
No, never.
I'm gonna
For a
have to
strength
categorically disagree with you on that, guys. Like, I think you need body parts.
It's
Like,
fine. It's fine. He'll be all right.
I could function as a living tater tot. Like, I
don't think you could survive as the dad from the Oblongs. I don't think that's gonna happen.
That was like a repressed memory.
I made it so.
He brought it back.
I can't believe somebody mentioned the Oblongs in 2020.
That show was funny. It was weird, but it was objectively funny.
It was very funny.
Anyway, so he's falling at a high speed. Just a fucking high speed. And so he's like, oh my god, what am I going to do? I'm going to die. I don't know how I'm going to do this. And what happens before he hits the ground and turns into a splat on the pavement, but Uraraka comes back and saves him with her gravity quirk once again.
Because she's a queen.
Yes, agreed. And she actually throws up from the problem. But Deku unfortunately does not receive any points in the exam at all initially. Yeah.
I feel like if this was a true sporting event, he would at least get like some points for assist. Because remember in the beginning part, he was part of somebody's plan for distractions.
Yes.
For the robots.
Yes.
And like it was the guy with the belly button.
Oh, Aoyama, yeah.
Yeah, so he's
very gay. Very gay.
Very French.
He's the Ferdinand von Ayer of this show.
Oh.
Honestly, I mean, you're not wrong. I gotta be real.
Oh.
Dragged my favorite Fire Emblem character in our Boku no Hero podcast.
Are we wrong? Is he not Ferdinand von Ayer?
Do you think Ferdinand von Ayer would leave a message in finger sandwiches on somebody's back? Or
I hate it here. You're right, but I hate it here.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Episode 5.
Leaving a message for Lorenz. 100%.
What I can do for now is episode 5. Izuku's first day as a student of UA High School. Oh, so by the way, he gets in. Like, he, for whatever reason,
yeah.
Ochako goes back in and asks for them to give some of her points to Deku, and they're like, don't worry about it. We gave him some extra points for being a hero because plot armor.
I think their explanation was that nobody was supposed to be able to destroy the 0-point robot. That's the reason it was 0 points, to discourage people from trying. And the fact that he was able to just crack through it with one hit, everyone's like,
who is this man?
Shit.
They also gave points. I think it was, what was it, like based
rescue
on
points.
Rescue points. So based on how heroic you were, if you helped other people or saved anyone. Yeah. So that helped him too.
Yeah. So I think they pretty much had said, they were like, you didn't get any points for, destroying the robots, but you did get the heroic points. So it's like, you got in because All Might gave you a goddamn letter of recommendation.
100%.
Suck my ass.
Good noodle stars.
So
yeah, he literally got into UA on Good Noodle Stars.
Yeah, like that's
100%.
Deku was a pretty good noodle,
dude.
though.
I just feel like you should throw him up with like Shoto and Momo and just be like, he got in on recommendation, because that's what it feels like to me.
Oh yeah.
So, but it's fine.
It is Izuku's first day as a student of UA High School.
With his stupid fucking tie.
However, his homeroom teacher, Shota Aizawa,
I just want to sleep.
Decides to hold a physical test to evaluate how the students use their quirks. Mr. Aizawa threatens the worst-ranked student with expulsion, and Izuku finds himself in another predicament as he has still not yet learned how to control his quirk properly.
I love this episode. I need it to be known.
Why?
Because he fucking... the fact that Bakugo throws the fucking ball, right? And it goes, like, to fucking Mars. And then Deku steps up and he's like, all right, I'll just put it all into one finger and it'll be fine. And he also throws it to fucking Mars, and Bakugo's just like, you're quirkless. What the fuck? And it's like having this whole, like, thing, and
He's having a stroke.
Oh my god,
over
I
there.
sat there cry laughing because I love Bakugo, but I was like, bro, you deserve this. You deserve this.
Also, the fact that Aizawa is the only person who tells Midoriya how it be.
Yeah.
Whereas All Might's just like, yeah, man, break your arms. Aizawa is like, bro, you can't just be breaking your fucking arms. Like, you gotta get through that.
Like, I just love the fact that Aizawa really sat there and went, I don't care that you just got your quirk. You cannot be a hero and break your fucking bones every time. Like, fix your shit.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
Aizawa was the push that he needed because All Might was just hyping him up the whole time and just being like, yo, you're the best. You can do this. You don't worry about it. You fucking explode? Fine. Don't worry about it.
Well,
you
that's
know?
because Dad Zawa knows what he's talking about.
Dad Zawa does know
Dad's-
what he's talking
Okay.
about.
You want to get in here?
Yeah, that needed to be a little
isn't Aizawa
louder.
the one that's like based off of the author's insecurities, and yet all of us just ended up simping for Aizawa?
Yeah.
Just wondering.
I know a lot of people that
There's
are very...
not a lot of... Listen, I've said this. I've gone on record, and I have called a character daddy before on this podcast, and I have to say,
Legendary.
Aizawa is probably the second character that if he asked me to call him daddy, I fucking would.
Okay.
Like, I gotta be honest. If he said it...
I don't think he would, though, because I just don't think he's got that kind of energy.
No,
I literally just read a 50-chapter daddy kink fic with him in it, so don't at me.
I didn't know you were coming with references.
I have free time.
Did you cite that MLA? Or,
Listen, man, I wrote that in APA format. I'll send you my essay.
Yeah, could you just like slide that to me? Like,
I'll send you that
DADDY
fic.
format?
Right, episode 6, aka known as probably my favorite actually title of the first season, which is Rage, You Damned Nerd.
Oh, Bakugo.
Okay. So now donning their hero costumes. So that's the big part of this episode is they all get hero costumes.
Oh.
The students are assigned to a mock battle between the houses. I mean, between the teams of two to test their combat abilities.
20 points to Slytherin. That's what this feels like.
Izuku, quite like all of us, was awkwardly paired with his crush when he was paired with Ochaku Uraraka, the girl he helped during the entrance exams, who also becomes his friend, much to his joy. Wholesome, adorable.
It is
so
very
far.
wholesome.
Also to his dismay, one of his opponents is Bakugo, who always mocked him for his quirklessness and is now furious at his newfound strength.
Can you
Damn
imagine?
fucking nerd.
Can you
Fuck you,
imagine
Deku.
being Bakugo and just like your whole life, you're parading yourself over this kid, and then all of a sudden, one day, he shows up with more power in his fucking fingertip than your entire body? Like, good God.
It kind of reminds me of the trend that was going on. It's just like, is this cake? Like, it's just like you're normal every day, and then all of a sudden, it turns into cake.
This is...
Are you implying Deku is cake?
I mean, have you seen him?
He's super
Deku's
cake.
a little thick. He has cake.
Deku's not a little thick.
He's a little thick,
Dude,
my
there's
guy.
a dancing UA kind of thing that I saw.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
dance
Look, what I have to say about that episode,
Clearly
right?
we're out of the loop.
Like, what I have to say about that is that's like the equivalent of like the shit that I pulled in high school, where this kid literally would torment us, like me and my fiance, all the time, and then one day he made her cry, so I punched him in the face and he was shook. Like, just one day you just turn it the fuck around. But also, like, gotta be real, Katsuki Bakugo, love him, in my top 3 of like class 1A boys, love him, but he fucking deserves this. He deserves to have Deku turn around and be like, you know what, fuck you, my guy, and then he goes, fuck you, my guy.
Yeah.
Good. He should have been like that for the whole rest of the show, because if anyone treated me like that and I suddenly got powers, they would have gotten Randy Orton into the fucking ground.
I think it's a very kind of reverse Goku Vegeta situation. Like, Deku doesn't have power in the Moron, whereas Goku has power in a Moron, and then they have kind of like the like snarky Lancer side character. I don't know.
I guess so.
I
but
do-
like, at least Vegeta's a well-written character. Anyway,
Don't come for me like this right now.
yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Shots.
I do have one thing to say
Absolutely.
about the hero costumes real quick. I need to say this. Who the fuck let Todoroki Todoroki designed his first costume. Who let him? That motherfucker looks like a baked potato.
He looks like a whole ass, half-peeled baked potato.
I'm gonna need to. I'm gonna need to
I
do
don't
image
remember.
search on that.
Okay, he literally is wearing beige, and the half of him that is like the fire half, because he isn't using it because we're spiting Endeavor, fuck yeah, is covered in ice.
But it looks like, the way it was like designed, it really looks like foil. So he straight up looks like an unwrapped baked potato.
Oh my god.
Like, it's bad, and like they really let him go out like that. Show him the picture. It's not good.
Oh no. Oh no.
Are you gonna look at me and tell me that I'm wrong?
It's just a white jumpsuit with a weird backpack.
Todoroki has absolutely zero creativity.
But the best is like, but then his second one, amazing, fantastic. Like, he did really good. I'm like, it's simple, it's like simplistic, but it screams Shoto Todoroki. Like, it makes sense. Like, I know we're spiting Endeavor, and I'm all for it. You know me, I drank my fuck Endeavor juice, but like
all day.
Yeah, I guzzle that.
But like,
shit.
Shoto, honey, baby, no,
Baby boy.
honey, go back and redraw.
Okay.
I demand a redo.
Honey, you're gonna have to go back and
Yeah,
change.
there's a lot of weird kind of notes of the first hero costumes. One being one of my favorite underrated boys being Hantasero, who I happen to share a birthday with. Cellophane, the tape hero.
I like him a lot.
He's just Spider-Man.
I mean,
But with tape.
that's a little reductionary.
He's Spider-Man if Spider-Man was a post worker.
If Spider-Man was a roll of Scotch tape, yeah, I mean,
That is the joke. You do a lot of taping in the
He'd really be
postal
packing some
industry.
shit up, huh?
what's that, Angela?
I love him.
Yeah,
He's a
the
good
best.
boy.
But he has a dumb first costume with his tape dispenser helmet.
I hate it.
Love, and I'm
fucking hate
so
his
here for his tape dispenser hat. I
You
feel
know
like
what,
he really
though?
embraced it.
You want to
Here for
know?
it.
You know why I love the tape dispenser helmet? Because he fucking tried something, Todoroki.
Todoroki literally went, fuck it, I'm full in on the fuck my dad train. And I'm like, my guy, like, I hate my parents too, but like, calm down.
He's just like, I found some painter's clothes in the janitor's closet. Let me just put a backpack on and freeze the other half. Fuck that.
No one needs to see my scar. Like, baby boy.
Trauma? Who is she? I don't know her.
Trauma, love that drag queen.
Okay, so episode 7, making us halfway through season 1 already.
Man, I do not know if we're going to get to the end of season 1. We're about to hit 50 minutes.
Oh wow! Well,
Yeah.
time flies when you're having a good time.
Shutting up.
So,
No.
why don't we read through the rest? Only deal with what's necessary. Have a wrap.
No, this is fun. We'll do it the way we've been
All
doing
right.
it. I
Well,
like
man.
it.
End up with a part 2. That seems
Yeah.
to be like how we do this.
Oh, great! It means we get an intro. All right, so episode 7, Deku
Last
versus
time.
Kachan. The mock battle continues with Izuku barely holding against Bakugo's devastating attacks, leaving Oshaku to face the other opponent, Mr. none other than the class president of Class of 1A, Mr.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Tenya Ida.
He's not Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog isn't responsible.
As the time limit approaches,
Speed.
Izuku he has motors in his legs and he runs really fast.
And he does this shit. Boom, boom,
I don't know if you've seen it, but there's like a not a TikTok. It's just a short video going around. It's just like a really horribly realistically drawn Sonic the Hedgehog, and he just like opens his mouth super creepily, and it just goes fast, and then he just explodes. It's so funny.
I wish that was me.
Like, I just thought about that's Tenya Ida in a character. That's
As the time limit approaches, Izuku seems to have no option but to use his quirk against Bakugo and attempt to defeat him until he comes up with a better idea. What that is, not listed.
No.
But,
It's the fact that Kachan will always attack with a right hook first, and you can grab him and flip him over your shoulder, which, Deku, how long have you been watching him to figure that one out? Got a little
Actually-
question, how many times you fought this man? But also, like, good on you.
Yeah.
Fucking tell him how it be. And he fucking tells him, he's like, you always start with a right hook. I was like, get him!
I mean, I think that's what Deku's... I'm going to say that Deku has like a mind quirk. Like, he has got just a really, really sharp sense of, predicting patterns and reading
I just think
people.
that if you wanted to be a hero for as long as he did, and he knew he didn't have a quirk, and you know that he watches people, like, he's just very observant, and like you see that throughout the whole series. He just observes everything, which is why he mutters to himself.
Yeah, and that's why he has the journals, and I mean, that's really all he had, because, I don't know if it's been made clear up until this point, but, like, he is part of, like, the 20% of the population that doesn't have superpowers.
It's supposed to be 80% of the population that doesn't. We're about 80% of the way through this podcast, so thank you for sticking with us.
I want to die.
Today is one of those days.
I just wanted to say that while I love Bakugo, he's not my favorite boy or in my top 3, but I do appreciate him. Every single time he gets checked in the series, like, I live. Yeah. Every time he gets wrecked.
I hope he gets checked into
deserved.
An actual dumpster and just left there.
Oh, I really, he is trying to get better.
Yeah, he's trying to get on
right
every
now.
one of my last
start
nerves.
getting a lot of character development, like, as it progresses, for sure.
Listen, I got spoiled something that happens in the manga, and I can just say that he is getting character development. I'm not going to say what happens.
Yeah, I hope it's development into a villain so he can be destroyed.
Yeah,
no, that would be too cheesy.
All right, so this is interesting. I didn't know this. Episode 4 was called Start Line, but episode 8 is called Bakugo's Start Line.
Oh, he's starting something already.
Bakugo just turns into Shadow the Hedgehog and just... Oh, man.
Forgot the race started.
Yeah, right.
After losing against Izuku in the mock battle, Bakugo watches the rest of his classmates in action and realizes that he has a long way to go to stand above his peers. After recovering from his injuries, Izuku attempts to cheer him up, to the point of sharing with him parts of his secret. Meanwhile, the news that All Might will be teaching at UA are received by some individuals with contempt, because it's kind of dumb. And then we were talking about this earlier, and I want to go off, but, like, it's kind of dumb for All Might to teach at UA. Like,
yeah.
I feel like I don't want to say he's stupid, but, like, he's not smart. He's not, like,
it's okay to say
bright.
I don't know if it's okay to say.
No,
but, like,
I'm not saying that he's not, like, stupid, but he's not bright.
He's like street smart.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's good at what he does.
I agree.
Right? He's good at what he's done.
does,
He's
yes.
a good hero. I'm not dismissing it. He's the number 1 hero for a reason. He's the symbol of peace for a reason. But then you get him as, like, a teacher, and dude, Midoriya's arms are fucking broken, and he's just kind of like, young Midoriya, do better next time.
Yeah,
fucking cured. Saved me. Bless All Might. Suck my ass. Horrible. He's straight up.
Okay.
Oh, no, you go on.
He's straight up just watching this child, like, obliterate his arm.
Brutalize himself.
Literally, like, giving himself, like, near permanent damage multiple times, even in season 1, and he's just like, you'll figure it out, you'll get better, keep working out,
You got this, young man.
Let's try something, just keep going, man.
guys.
No, All Might, no.
Because I think All Might's basing it off of his own powers. Like, I've broken my arms quite a few
Like,
times.
you gave this little baby man your power, and then you
Baby man. I gave tiny baby man my powers.
You guys,
I can't even continue. I can't.
it's symbolic.
You are tiny baby man. You do not know how to use one for all.
Different kind of hero.
I'm just saying, I understand. They'll tell you this 1,000 times also within that intro that this is a story about how I became the best hero. Which, good for you, Deku. I'm proud of you. Glad this is a past tense show. Which, glad. But my whole thing with that is that, so now we have Izuku has made it in. He is in school. He is doing this hero shit. But, like, at no point has All Might pulled him aside since and been like, hey, I should probably teach you, like, how to use this fucking quirk.
Yeah.
He's just kind of been like, all right, figure it the fuck out, my guy.
It's specifically because he starts to teach at UA.
Yeah,
and it's so
but at
dumb.
what point could he not have been like, hey, Midoriya, I'm gonna stop by your house tonight, come the fuck outside, and, like, we'll go to the park and train. Like, he could have at any point did that. He gave the kid his phone number. Like, you get me? He could have, but instead he's just like, I'm gonna be a teacher. Young Midoriya, figure it out. Young Todoroki, you're doing your best. Young Bakugo, shut up and stop cursing in my classroom.
Yeah. I need you to swear. Fuck. I mean, like, promise.
It just causes me immense stress that even like Aizawa has seen this kid for about 5 seconds, doesn't have the responsibility of having given him his power, and goes, hey, maybe don't break the ever-living shit out of your arms, because that's not really great. And All Might, well, I understand everyone loves him. I'm not like completely shitting on him, but I don't really think it was a good idea to just let this child destroy his body. And then not, like, it's his responsibility to make sure he can utilize this power. He gave it to him. That's all I'm trying to say.
Where's All Might's credentials to be a teacher?
How are you enjoying your fucking general peace, guys? That's where his credentials are.
Yeah.
No, listen, my guy. I get it. Different world, different things to become a teacher. I understand that. And I mean, listen, you got Present Mike teaching you English. Like,
True.
I don't even need to see his
all I
credentials.
want.
If Presentation Michael came to me and was like, hey, I'm going to be teaching you English, I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'll be in the front
I
row.
just need to be in Present Mike's class. I don't care what he's teaching.
You know what else you have to be? You have to also be in the 80% of the world that has superpowers.
Yeah, 80% of the world, as opposed to the 20% that don't have superpowers, And we are about 100% done with this podcast.
Well, hold on. So before we end off, right? So
we can actually go for about another 5 minutes or so.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Before we end off, right, we're going to do the thing. We're going to talk about what our quirk would be.
Oh, yeah,
right?
we're going to do that.
Yeah. Why don't we also throw in our favorite student and pro hero? How about
Absolutely.
that?
So
Okay.
where did we leave off episode-wise?
Episode 8?
We are on, let me
I
check
think
the
we
wiki.
just did episode 8, so
We definitely just did episode 8. Next time we'll do episode 9. Yeah, just do your best, Tenya Ida.
So next time on Boku no Hero Academia, just do your best, Tenya Ida.
just do your fucking best.
I actually almost bought a figure of Tenya Ida this evening.
I have his pop. Yeah.
No, this was like a full, like, figure of him running. Like, it's like
shit.
big, like, you know how, like, I have my Ganondorf statue?
Oh, how could I forget?
But, like, it's a tiny version of that. It's like...
My favorite character doesn't have a pop or a statue.
It's mine.
Yeah, I know what that's like for sure.
None of us do, I guess.
No, probably not. But that doesn't stop me from having All Might, Izuku, and Tenya Ida pops.
You think I won't make my own Fat Gum statue?
Me looking up on my bookshelf at my Katsuki Bakugo pop figure, like, hey baby,
Oh, we could throw him in an actual fire.
touch that and I will break your arm off.
Not that one specifically.
Alright, well, who wants to go first? What is it? Favorite student?
Let's do our guest first.
Favorite student? What kind of quirk would you have?
And favorite
Hero name if you got it, I guess.
Favorite pro hero?
Favorite
that we're
pro
doing?
hero too, yeah.
Okay, so who wants to go first? If the guest still... Okay, Nicole.
Oh, shit.
Because I've been thinking about it, because Colton and I asked this question before. I think my power would be something to do with sleep. Like, I would just be like, touch, and then you would just fall, kind of just sleep.
Cool.
Like, get a
also-
restful sleep.
I would honestly, like, hire you, yeah.
I was honestly thinking of it like you know how when people develop their quirks, they figure they could do other things with them.
Yeah.
Like you go to sleep, and then everybody within like a 15 or like a 20-25 foot radius of you at any given moment just receives the benefit of sleep at the same time. Like, while they're
Can we
awake.
make this a reality? Because I'm
You know?
so fucking tired all the time. And if,
Imagine
like,
you-
Nicole could put me the fuck to sleep,
That's
it
exactly
could.
it.
that would be great. I'm always tired.
And as the name, Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Come
Yeah.
on and slam.
Not because of
Nothing
that.
to do with your, like, sleep theme at all, like...
No, because the thing is,
You're just
I have
fantastic
something-
at basketball.
No, because I have a.
She can put you to sleep, and she can also put up a fucking 3.
No, because the thing is, I have this little like ram hat at home, and it came with like a little space sheep, and its name is Space Jam.
Oh my
the
god!
Space
But
Ram.
you could have little horns. Wait, that'd be
Like a
so
little
cute.
counting sheep.
Counting sheep,
That'd
yes.
be really cute. I
She'd
like
be Space
that.
Jam, the Space Ram.
Sleep Hero. Space Jam.
But okay, so then who's your
Really cool.
favorite?
Favorite student?
Student and pro hero / teacher, I guess.
Oh my
is the
god.
best way to do that.
Can it be any member of faculty?
Yeah.
Sure.
Of the nurse.
Recovery girl.
Recovery lady, excuse me.
Well, her hero name is still Recovery Girl.
Yeah, I love her.
I mean, Supergirl isn't going to be Super Lady, I guess. I mean, unless she wants
evolved.
Well,
and entering in is Super Lady.
to. That's so
me.
weird.
technically in the late 90s she became Superwoman, but okay, moving on.
Okay.
And
Your
That's
favorite
Super Lady.
student.
favorite student. Oh, jeez. Can I just say everyone, because they're all good in their own way?
They're all good beans.
You
It
like-
may be
you like all your
Bakugo
noodles?
points reductive, but that's
Like, everyone came in first except Bakugo came in second.
No, Colton, you remember that time we played Mario Kart? And they skipped 11th to put that guy in 12th? That's Bakugo coming in 12th place.
Inkling boy. Oh my god. So bad they put him in 2 places below.
Bakugo's like, why is mine silver?
Nicole's sitting there just like, Bakugo, it's not that I hate you, it's just that, like, you're not as good as
I
everyone
like
else.
you
Sorry,
less.
my guy.
It's like everyone gets chocolate chip cookies, but he gets raisin cookie.
Oh, that's some
But
fight.
Mineta gets nothing, right?
Yeah,
no, he doesn't. He just
Mineta
gets
doesn't
water.
exist.
Mineta just gets expelled day one.
And then it gets an
Fucking
arsenic
love
cookie.
it.
He just gets water. That's it.
He just gets like a urinal cake. It's just
Nice. That is great.
All right.
I'll keep the train rolling, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and probably say that I want to have. I've been watching a lot of Umbrella Academy, actually, and I would want like a suggestion quirk. Like I would want to be able to like say something and then someone would do it based on a certain factor. Like so long as I like knew something about them or like something, you know, kind of like I like that girl in, I think it's like in one of the later seasons where she drinks tea and she becomes smarter.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's like kind of the vibe I want to have. Is like, you know, I want to be able to like
I understand. I know what you
have
mean.
influence over somebody, but like, you know, it has a caveat where like unless I do this, kind of like Aizawa, where if he closes his eyes, like it stops.
It cancels. I understand.
So yeah, I want to have like kind of like a I heard a rumor kind of situation. I would be into that.
that's cool.
And yeah, I think because it's a shout out to my favorite comic book series, I would have no other choice than to call myself Mr. Mind.
Ooh, very nice.
That's all I got. My favorite student is the Sugar Man Rikito Sato because I love his quirk. I would have chosen like a bulk up quirk like his, but like I think I'm way more intellectually based than physically based. So I would say that I would want something like Sato's quirk where he eats sugar and becomes stronger but dumber. That's great to me. And in regards of pro hero, I'm going to give it out to someone who maybe has a pop, I think, but doesn't get as much love in the community as I think he deserves. Because my favorite pro hero is the number 3 hero, the fiber hero himself, Best Genus.
Why?
Because
No. I just want to know.
She leaves. Turtleneck.
because he is way more powerful than people give him credit for.
But
Oh, like,
why
but
is
no,
he
hear me out.
way
Like,
more
I feel like if like you actually gave him the chance to like, he is pretty good. I'm
He's
not gonna lie.
extremely powerful.
I don't like him because he's wearing a fucking turtleneck, but like,
That's the best part.
but like,
It's
but,
called
like, no.
fashion, sweetie. Look it up.
Okay, listen, my dude.
You think he
My
wears
dude.
Jundies?
Angela and
He
I had this
definitely wears
conversation,
Jundies.
right? Where she was like, "But why is it denim? Because denim is the best fabric for the quirk. It
I also-
literally is."
I also came up to you at like 5 o'clock in the morning, absolutely traumatized, and just went, she leaves.
She leaves
Chili.
jean sleeves and his
Doesn't have
turtleneck.
Sleeves.
Like with horror on my face.
Man,
At
that's
5 in
the
morning,
episode
no
title if I
sleep.
ever heard one.
Binge watch.
Oh my god.
Boku no just sleeves academia.
No, thank you. All right, who wants to go next?
Angela, you want to go? Oh, here we go.
I'm going to be honest, considering my life and my luck, I'm convinced that I would be part of the 20% of the population that doesn't have a quirk. And if I did have a quirk, it would be something like useless.
What do you mean?
I'm convinced.
Why is
Oh,
that?
we went over this in the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah,
It'd
I think it would
Pussy
be. I
Magnet.
think it would.
Pussy magnet,
I would
yeah.
not be pussy magnet. First of all,
We're so pleased to have Pussy Magnet with us here on the podcast. Pro hero.
but I'm
Pussy
convinced.
magnets.
I'm convinced that I would be part of the 20% of the population that has no quirk.
All right, no, but for real, if you were to have a quirk, what do you think that you would have? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing's coming to mind.
No thoughts.
No.
Would you
What
want?
about no thoughts, but you have that the power to
Okay,
inflict that
you
upon people
watched-
around you?
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say?
No, you have
I was
the
thinking
no
on-
thoughts you have the no thoughts thing.
Yeah.
But you have the power to inflict that upon people around you.
Everybody denky, like.
That sounds valid.
I was thinking, like, what if you just got rid of all rational thought and became like a berserker type, but you But you just went absolutely apeshit as a result. Just
That
like all for
actually-
one. Just like,
that's going apeshit is my dream.
yeah, don't you just
That's-
aren't you tired of being nice, Angela? Don't you just want to go
I could
apeshit?
honestly, I had this discussion with Rayne where I was thinking about like if I was in a series like this, I think I would go completely mental and become a supervillain.
Oh, you think you would become a villain?
I think that I have been nice for too long and I would just go batshit
Okay.
crazy
All right.
and I would be a villain.
What do you think your villain quirk would be?
Fuck, I don't know. I'm not good at this.
No?
No think. But I can give you my favorite student.
Okay, favorite student, favorite hero?
Favorite 1A student is Kirishima. For sure. 100%.
A good boy.
The Red Riot himself.
What a good boy. And my favorite pro hero, it's if not Aizawa, it's one that hasn't been talked about in the anime a lot yet, but Mirko.
Mirko, the bunny hero.
Yeah, because she's a
Yeah,
queen. Like,
oh
from
my
what
God.
I know of her, I love her.
She can definitely crush my head between her thighs.
I'm gonna make a comment here and just say my fiance's quirk would definitely be something along the lines of having a caffeine quirk and being able to energize people, and her hero name would be Chai.
No! That was gonna be mine!
I lived with my fiance.
How correct you are.
I know I'm
All
correct.
I do is caffeinate.
I know I'm correct. That's exactly why.
What if you-
But that's if she was a hero.
If she was a hero.
If she turned out to be a hero, I think the villain thing would work with the no thoughts and like just going feral. Because who doesn't want to be Dimitri Fire Emblem? You know what I mean?
Yikes.
I'll kill every last one of you.
I'll hang her in on the gates of Empire.
Good
Me
stuff.
too. Colton, do you want to go next?
But like, what if I'm saying, considering you had the similar quirks, what if you guys did kind of like a Masameno situation where you like,
Oh, yeah.
when you guys were together, you would be more and more jazzed up, and you guys would fight faster and harder.
Oh,
a
yeah.
team
That would be really cool. Yeah,
I love that.
yeah, I'm here for a team up.
Well, we could both have caffeine-based powers, but my caffeine-based power would be like the more caffeine I drink, just the more physically strong I get. Like, you know, like
I have a suggestion for your name. Because she's Chai.
I had one
right?
already.
Oh, let me hear what you had first.
Captain Caffeine.
Captain Caffeine. It's a little
It's
out
on the
there.
nose. I
Let
like
me-
it
let
though.
me
It's
hit
on
you
the
with-
nose.
Very on the nose.
So since she's shy, let me hit you with this one. What about Mr. T, but TEA?
Mr. T.
I love that.
kinda
I
like
love that.
That's pretty fun.
Can I get some fan art?
Mr. T.
Listen, hit us up in the messages and DM us.
Make all of our heroes.
Yes.
Like, it would just be, if I were to drink like a Monster Energy, it would just increase my strength by a certain amount and my speed by a certain amount, but it would also decrease my impulse control with that. So like it
we're
would
all gonna
just
get wrecked.
relentless. You know, there's the more like, I'm just vibrating, but I'm just like ready to fucking go.
Vibrate.
Angela would get so caffeinated that they could phase through time. Like someone would punch them and it just
So you mean like that one episode of Futurama?
exactly.
Absolutely, and that's why I think it would be adorable, like for Nicole and I to exist in a universe like that, because obviously a person like that would never sleep. So what better to team up with a person whose quirk is putting people to sleep?
Adorable.
Valid.
I get a backpack.
Yeah, you get a backpack.
A girlfriend bag.
Valid. But okay, Colton, favorite pro hero and student.
Favorite student is, well, you took Kirishima. Why are we the exact same person here?
It's the ADHD.
It really is, honestly.
It's the
So
ADHD
Kirishima was my solid favorite, but I'm gonna pick Tenta Arms.
Nezo Shoji, baby.
Good man. A good man does not get enough credit. Good God, could he be powerful? Holy shit.
I mean, if you want Kirishima, I absolutely love Tokoyami, so that's a close second.
Tokoyami's a good boy. He was my third spot. Love
The fact
Tokoyami.
that Tokoyami would listen to my emo songs from the 2000s playlist with me.
But then also suggest some great ones, but then also some bangers. I could see him like lo-fi hip-hop all the time.
I mean, like, that man would come up to me and just be like, have you heard Black Betty? And I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's go.
I've heard Black Betty.
You think he would take some of the songs too personally? Like
Yeah.
he'd come up to you and be like, Angela, do you really hate everything about me?
Like he just doesn't get it.
I'd have to be his therapist.
Oh man.
No, he would get it. He would get it. Todoroki wouldn't get it though.
Todoroki is
All right.
not.
Well,
But wait, your favorite pro hero?
My favorite pro hero is without a doubt Fat Gum.
Yeah.
We haven't met him in season 1. We meet him in season 4. It is criminal that they introduced Fat Gum for one part of the series and then never showed him again.
No, it's okay because he's gonna come back. Don't worry about
better.
it. Don't
Fat
worry about
Gum, we stand Fat Gum in this house.
I have to say, I love Fat Gum. You're right.
Good
Fat
man.
Gum is great. 10 out of 10. I was like, hello.
Like that was gonna be my quirk if I didn't think of the caffeine thing.
Eating so that you can be a shield, like
So I can be a shield, because that's what I loved. Whenever I play games, I love being the tank. I love being the shield, and I mean, like, because it's easy. It's easy to get in front of people and absorb damage.
Get behind me.
Exactly.
Colton, if you haven't gotten there yet, Fat Gum's also like kind of spicy.
Yeah,
Like he's kind of hot.
Yeah, no, I got there. When he throws off all of his fat to
listen. When he's also very fat, he is also objectively
Fat
attractive.
Gum?
you know?
Wait, hold on a minute. Fat Gum is my literal type. So, like, I don't like men. I've said this before. I'm very gay, but like on the days that I am attracted to men, Fat Gum is my type.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to be in life, is just big, chonky, happy, just
Delicious.
takoyaki every day, and then just turn all of my fat cells into one super punch and absolutely destroy half a city.
Love it.
Delicious
Okay.
in both senses. Of the word.
Delicious in both senses, absolutely.
So I've thought about if I had a quirk.
Yes.
I've been thinking about it, right?
this is
For
exciting.
a while. And I think that my quirk would be shadow manipulation. So anything that has a shadow,
Yes.
I can use.
Man.
But also
I forgot
being
the
able
name.
to slide into the shadow and hide in it. Because, like, if a building has a shadow, I could just be like, peace the fuck out and dip.
You're a real life inkling.
Yeah, something like that.
It's
but
very
being able to, like,
Shikamaru from Naruto.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to think of. I
but
forgot
not
his name.
being able to control people. Being
Okay.
able to, like, lift the shadow up and use it like the way Todoroki uses his ice.
Oh, like Shade from DC. Okay, yeah, I get you. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
My hero name would probably just be ONI for demon.
Oh,
and
that's
then
so
Midnight
cool.
would probably tell me no, and I'd be like, Lord Explosion Murder, and she'd be
Lord
like, Oni it is. My favorite student is Denki Kaminari.
Is that so?
He's a good boy.
I know that in the beginning I was like Todoroki, but no, Denki Kaminari does not get enough love. That man uses 3.3 million volts of electricity and could kill an army, and y'all are sleeping on him.
Can you imagine that, like, hearing that information and then, like, going up to him and be like, hey, can you charge my phone?
This poor boy. People really come up to him and go, "Can you charge my phone?" Like at one point, Kirishima's like, "You all have long to mid-range attacks." Except Kaminari, and he's like, "Well, see if I ever charge your phone again."
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
Good on you, boy. And I already said it. My favorite pro hero is President Mike. But if we're gonna pick somebody that's not a teacher, how dare none of you tell me about the washing machine hero? That was fucked. That I had to find that out on my own. And there's no episode about the washing machine hero. He's in
whole
the top
episode.
fucking 10. He's in the top fucking 10.
He is in the top 10.
I so desperately want to know his story. I want to know their story. I want to know their story. I want their origin. I want to know about their
All right,
life.
here we go.
I want to know how they got into the top 10.
Here we
I
go.
want to know.
Okay, so
Obviously,
their hero
they
name.
cleaned up their streets.
Their hero
100%.
name, their hero
I need
name
to
is
leave.
Wash. They are the laundry hero. Their eye color is black. Their quirk is unnamed.
Quirk is unnamed!
Their
See, that's what I'm
status is
saying. There's,
unknown. Their occupation is pro hero. They made their manga debut in chapter 184.
What's
and
their story?
That's it.
That's it. We're not going to
That's
get
it.
the
That's all
story.
they
That's
have.
all there is.
That's all they got.
And really quick.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry.
Oh, is there more?
Yeah, there is. I just wasn't scrolling fast.
Wow.
There was an ad, and I was like, oh, I guess it's over.
Please tell me about the washing machine
I
hero.
will. Wash's hero costume resembles a washing machine with arms and legs.
Wow.
Thanks.
Is that it? That's probably all we're going to get. We're not going to get
No,
any
here
information.
it is. Wash was invited to participate in Captain Celebrity's farewell party at the Tokyo Sky Egg. Once on stage, they performed some tricks with their quirk on Gang Orca and his sidekicks. Yeah, they were announced and ranked as the number 8 pro hero.
That's what I'm saying. They made it to number 8, and I don't know a thing about them.
When asked for a comment on their placement, they simply replied, Wash.
This is why they're the best. Really quick though, really quick.
Can you imagine for just like a second, All Might is getting interviewed after just saving everybody from a burning building, and he's like, All Might, do you have anything to say about the situation? And he just leans into the microphone really far and goes, All Might. And just jumps away. Could you imagine?
Wash.
Here's the deal.
Really quick, I have to say something.
Okay, go ahead. No.
It's totally unrelated to the washing machine hero. So
Okay,
but
I wanted to say, because remember when the heroes did the work studies, when everybody went off and kind of got like to try another pro hero? Not only our main boy, the N voice himself, Koji Koda from Class 1A, but the dude with the head that is just a fucking
I love
question
him.
mark.
The
speech bubble head guy from Class B,
and I love him.
Wash was their hero study.
I love that. I love that for them. I love that for them.
Yeah.
But really quick, I need to
Speech bubble just says wash.
No, before we end the podcast, I have to say one thing, and it's just really important. Endeavor is the worst pro hero. Thank you.
Easily.
Fuck Endeavor. Thank you.
Welcome to the fuck Endeavor podcast.
It's the child and spousal abuse for me.
Yeah, it's the general, personality and,
It's the eugenics for me. I'm not
really.
going to lie.
The paying money to buy his wife for me.
It's the eugenics for me.
The human trafficking, eugenics, and child abuse.
It's putting all of this stress on my boy Shoto Todoroki and then telling him later on that you want him to be proud of you, because how about you go fuck yourself, because I don't want to be proud of you.
It's the trying to force your way back into your son's life whom you've abused all your life for me.
Yeah.
Me just looking at Todoroki. It's the child abuse for me.
I think Enjo Todoroki watched Avatar The Last Airbender, saw Fire Lord Ozai, and was like, this is how you do it.
Yeah, honestly.
If I drive my wife crazy enough, she'll burn him. It's fine. I'll figure it out.
For real.
That's all I have to say. Endeavor really sucks, and don't
Fuck
give
that
him
guy.
Don't give him a redemption arc. They're trying, but what if we didn't?
Nope. Well, I really hope he just, like, in the middle of his redemption arc, he just gets fucking murked. Just absolutely
Manga spoilers. Manga spoilers.
Listen, man, I have some. I'm not going to talk about some other shit because we're going to get there down the line. But this is it for our first episode of the Boku no Hero podcast.
Oh, I did say I was going to give a shout out to somebody on Twitter, someone who followed us both. Fluffy Puma Kuma on Twitter.
Yes, I did receive that follow.
Thank you, Fluffy Puma Kuma.
Good man.
Don't know why you didn't follow me,
Great
but
username.
Okay.
He might have followed you as well. Also,
he might have followed you. Yeah, he followed the Tryforce. I got that notification, and then he followed my personal Twitter.
And yes, I will go swimming with alligators with you. So he tagged.
Oh wow, they did.
Yeah, look at that shit. Hey,
but anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. Tune in next week where we talk about something else.
Yeah.
The next couple episodes probably, and we'll have to get these heroes together under one roof one more time.
Absolutely. Oh, please.
Thank you to our guests. Thanks for being here.
Thank you,
y'all.
Nicole.
No problem.
Thank you,
my
Angela.
wife.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll see you in the next video.
And remember,
Go Plus Ultra. And remember that 80% of the population has quirks.
yeah, 20% doesn't matter.
And thank you for making it 100% of the way through.
Woo!